Well, hello, welcome to another video by AntiquesArena. My name is Walter O'Neill, and I got an amazing little haul video for you today. As you know, we're still in lockdown, but things are still coming over the door. The shop's open, so today I'm going to show you some beautiful little things that I've been very lucky to have brought to me. Now, the entire haul owes me about £160, and I think you'll agree it's not a bad little job lot. Now, purpose of these videos, obviously, I like to share with you what I've bought, but it also gives you an insight into what I'm buying to sell on. Maybe you can go out there, find similar things. Maybe it'll help. So, should we get started? And I got some absolutely stunning things. I'm going to start off with this, which is a Smith's Ship's bulkhead clock. I know the name isn't on the front, but it is on the back. So if I open him up and pop out the clock, just put this down a second. I've done some photographs to show you anyway. This is Smith's Astral 7 jewels English clock number 156. Everything you need to know is all stamped there on the back. Now, it's a little rough around the holes, which I don't quite like. However, other than that, it seems to be in good condition. It is running for, half a minute, then it stops, so it definitely needs a service. This is aluminium of some sorts. I'm assuming aluminium. Whatever it is, it's going to be a material that goes out to sea and doesn't corrode. So, nice beveled glass front. Now, I've looked online, and these can pull good money. The Smith's bulkhead clocks. The cheapest one I can find is sort of £60–70, and they go all the way up to sort of £500. This isn't the best example on the market, I can assure you that. However, if I asked 150 for it, somebody'd make me an offer. You never know, they might even bid and jump straight on it at £150, which is near enough all my money back. We'll have a little look now at some of the prices. First of all, let's show you some of the photographs of the clock. Okay, so as you can see there, what I'm concerned about is this hole here isn't perfectly round, as this up here is also slightly rough. That could be something and nothing. It's just me probably being fussy. However, so there's all the information. Smith's Astral 7 jewels, made in England by Smith's English Clocks Limited, London, number 156. Now, if you Google that information, it does come up with the bulkhead clock, but you can't find the prices because you've either got to pay for the prices or they've already sold. Okay, I've come to eBay and all I've searched is a bulkhead clock. And we have these examples here. That's a beautiful example, but they're sold for 130, but I think it's a reproduction. You got an antique ships one here. It looks around the same period as what I got. £130. You have another one here, sold as spares or repairs, £107, which gives me a lot more confidence in what I'm thinking about mine. Because if they can get £107 for spares or repairs, no hands on there, nothing, then the likelihood is I'll get the 150, no problem for mine, maybe just a touch more. There's a Smith's bulkhead clock there, sold at 85, 80. Let's have a look what's actually currently available on the market. So there's 17 bulkhead clocks, 400, 350, 300, 165. So the prices are all over the place. Let's have a look for Smith's. Okay, so I've typed in Smith's ship clock here. And you can see some of the prices are crazy money. I'm not expecting anything like this. Gives you an idea, though, if you see bulkhead clocks, to pick them up. So that's my bulkhead clock. It's actually not in that bad a condition. I just didn't rate it as highly as some of those others. However, it's probably going to bring me enough all my money back, or most of my money back. It may take a while to sell. It may sell like that, but we'll find out on that one. That's going on to eBay, and we'll go from there. I had a group of Spanish porcelain. Now, you've got, they look identical on the surface, Ladro and Neo. Ladro being the more accomplished, the dearer of the same company, and then you have the Neo. Both by the same Spanish company, but the Ladro is the more established artist and demands a higher price. Now, I paid £30 for 4 figurines, 3 of which are Neo. So you have the little boy with a teddy bear. You have this lady sat on a rock with the paper. And you have a young girl with a teddy bear holding a pillow. Now, these do not pull fortunes. I'll probably ask £15 each for them, but I'm going to probably achieve £10 to £12 each for these figurines, something like that. So base that as these 3 are my money back, you know, £35 for the 3. And then the Ladro one will go out for about £25 because it's Ladro. So let's assume £10 each for the Neos, £20 for the Ladro. That's £50 back on the little Spanish figurines. And I know it's cheap, but Ladro has seen its day. It's come and gone. It certainly doesn't demand the money it used to. Now, the next few pieces I absolutely love. I had a set of, or let me rephrase that, I've had a group of engraved steel printing plates. So, you know, when you buy steel engravings and things like that, well, I've actually bought the plates that done the engravings. Now, 2 are advertising and 1 is for cooking. And I'm going to show you these plates now. This is the first, and it looks next to nothing. Now, they're reverse engraved. Now, I've looked at it closely. I don't think this is a laser cut one because it just isn't smooth enough. When they're laser cut, they tend to be dead flat under the writing, you know, around the writing. And this one is a bit bumpy, so I don't think they're laser cut. I think they're older. Now, this one prints this. And that reads, "Take my tip," says Sterling Moss. "BP Super Plus will get the best out of your car. Try filling up your family car with BP Super Plus and you'll see what I mean." And so on. It goes on talking about the BP fuel. Now, I've done a little bit of looking, and BP Super Plus was available in the 50s, and Sterling Moss actually won a Grand Prix using the Super Plus fuel in one of his cars. So I don't know how much later this plate comes from the 50s. However, it's a really nice example. If you're into oil, you know, oil advertising, things like that, what I intend to do with these plates, at the moment, they're roughly printed. What I've done with these, I went into the pound shop, I bought felt tip pens, cut them open, and just rubbed the inner cartridge over them and pressed them on a bit of paper. What I intend to do is get a proper roller, maybe roll them out in white ink, press them onto black card so they look beautiful, then frame them up in a nice frame and sell them like that, side on with the plate and the picture of the print next to it so you can see what it is. Because they're reverse engraved, you won't be able to tell otherwise. And then this Sterling Moss one, I think, is a very good one, and I think it could be £100 plus, no problem at all on his own. But I got the cost of the framing and the time and effort of framing it all up as well. And then, of course, finding somebody to buy it. But I think that is a really unusual piece. I love that. Anything oil related, I love anyway. This next one's got some really good age. You can see the age on this. Look at that. That's the wood panel on the back of the plate. Now, this is the plate. And this one again, I've printed off, and if I call it up, so I don't know if you can see it very clearly here. It basically says, fill in the plate. And if I move across, so this one is basically fill in the plate, and it comes with a variety of recipes. But look at the way the lady's dressed on the side just here. That's a real 30s to 50s look. Gotta be. I just absolutely love it. And you got vegetable pie, baked carrot and onion pie, meat hash. You know, that's a little spoiler alert. Fish facts down the bottom. It's just, again, a really nice, interesting plaque. Now, again, I'm going to do the same thing. It's going to be printed off. I'll take it off this wood. I'll remove it off the wood so it sits nice in a frame, and it'll be framed up in a nice frame side by side. Can you imagine that in a restaurant or in a cook's living room or kitchen or something like that? That's going to be absolutely spectacular. And again, I'm probably going to ask, once it's framed up, probably best part of £100 for that again. The ladies coming down the side are just so iconic in their look. Apple Charlie. Ever heard of Apple Charlie? Because I haven't. I just absolutely love those ladies coming down the side. The way, they're presented. So that was those two. And then you obviously had a spoiler of my final printing plate, which was this one, which is Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. And again, I printed that one off. Different color ink this time. I run out of felt tip pens. Let me show you again. Okay, so it's not as crisp as you would like it, but bear in mind, as I've said, I've done this just with a felt tip pen, trying to get a printout on the paper just so I could read them tidy, and obviously for the film. Once these are printed properly, proper ink and really stamped in, you're going to get a real good crisp image. Keep yourself naturally alert and chew. Yeah, okay. But a beautiful bit of advertising. Again, I can't be 100% on the age of these, but they don't look the quality of laser cutting. This finish around where this would have been lasered out is just not the quality you'd expect from laser cutting. So I would think these are older than laser engraved pieces. And they are absolutely stunning. And again, side by side, framed up, I'd probably ask another £9,500. Now, whether I achieve these prices is one thing. I can try, and we can go from there. But in all honesty, I could frame each of these up, and I would happily display them in my own home. So I don't really care if they don't sell. They are absolutely stunning. I see printing plates and things all the time. A lot of the time, you see the wood blocks that you do for patterns on like wallpapers or material, but to find good steel printing plates is one thing. The subject matter is what really makes them good. The cooking is brilliant. Everybody loves cooking, and there's a lot of high-end chefs with good money. Then you've got the oil advertising, sterling moss. You can't ask for better than that, can you? And Wrigley Spearmint, been around forever. So they're the main attractions of the video, but I've also had a few other little knickknacks that were thrown in as well. So bear in mind, this whole thing owes me £160. So I'm probably at about 300 plus for the printing plates, 150 to 200 for the clock. So let's say about 500, 550 we're at so far, minus obviously all the costs and selling fees. My selling fees are about 20%. So on 500, that'd be £100. But next I had this little key. Now, it could be a clock key, but more often than not, I see these with the cranks for small tables or big tables. But it could be for a clock, but unlikely. I think that's more likely a small key for a table, some small table. But let's see, it could be a clock one. I'm going to have to do some research. The only crank keys I've had have been for tables before now. But they did all come in with clocks. I had this little one here with 4 sizes. Number 9, 8, 10, and number 4. Always handy to have these. If clocks come over the door and you want to test them, another little brass key. Now these are not worth a fortune. I can tell you now, that's probably going on eBay for £12 or £15. That's going on eBay for £12 or £15. That's going to be chucked in a drawer. It's not worth more than £1 or £2. Then I had this little white metal spoon. Now, for all intents and purposes, it's looking silver. I haven't tested it yet, but you can see the swastika down in the bowl there. So we have a little Nazi spoon. I'm not big on this memorabilia, so I will probably move it on to a friend. I haven't decided yet, but it's worth probably £10 or £15, something like that, £20 retail, but we'll see. If I pass it on to a friend, it'll be more £5 or £10. I then had a brass United States Secret Service belt buckle, a little reproduction, just dress up piece if you like, but it is solid brass, no maker's marks to it. But again, that's probably another £5 or £6 piece, just as a decorative thing. Okay, and finally, I had a nice, what looks to be Second World War cap badge for the Manchester Regiment. It's a nice little thing. That's going to go up onto eBay, and we just let it run and find its own level. It won't be worth fortunes. I'll start it at a £5 and leave it go from there. And it will find its own level. But all in all, I think that's not a bad little haul, to be honest. It was brought into me by a couple of dealers I know locally, and they don't work eBay themselves, so they wanted to move them on. The printing plates are going to go up on the website, AntiquesArena.com. They're not going onto eBay. They are really nice, and I don't care if they don't sell. I'm just going to enjoy them, but they're not going to go up yet. I'm going to take them over, get them framed up, beautiful, just right. It might take a little while, maybe a month or so, but by the time I get them printed and framed and then up for sale, but they are going to look amazing. You wait until you see them. I'll probably give you an update when they're done and show you what the finished article looks like. They're going to look beautiful. The Ladros, Neos, they're all going on eBay. The bulkhead clock's going on eBay, as for the little nitty bits. But all in all, I think I'm really pleased. £160 is a superb haul. Sunday is Malvern, so if any of you are up in Malvern, say hi. I'm hopefully going to be up there. I know we're in lockdown, but we're allowed to travel for work, so I'm going to go up and do some buying. So looking forward to that. So anybody up in Malvern, keep your eyes open and say hi. Other than that, I really hope you've enjoyed having a little look at some of the pieces. Absolutely love those plates. I really don't want to sell them. I'd rather invest the money and put them on my wall. They're absolutely beautiful. Guys, thanks for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed having a little look. Bye for now.